Fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown are the wingmen, and it's Simons in at the point.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
Now here's Gafford. Pass to Irving. Here he goes. Here's Flag from the arc. Tatum pulls it in. Over Irving. Tatum, shot is good.
At 6'8" with a nice release point, Tatum's jumper is a tough one to disrupt.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Grant, looking at Cooper Flag, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
And he sinks the second, and the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
Irving looking around from 15 feet away. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Now here's Tatum. 5 to shoot. Over Flag. No good, off the front rim. And so Davis will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 6-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Takes the 3, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Davis.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
Brown passes to Tatum. White with a screen on Davis. To the left side wing. Pass to Simons. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Simons got 5.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Now here's Gafford. Davis probing. He takes it in and out of bounds. Boston will have it. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Guys?
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Washington comes in for Anthony Davis. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Substitution on the court.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Outside, Brown. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up at the elbow. Washington grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 5. Now Christie to the paint. Outside Russell. Washington right side. And the Mavericks, another 3! The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Tatum against Washington. Tatum with it. trying to get that one to fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Celtics. They're up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, the energy was there. The communication was there. I think they can build on this going forward.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Sam Hauser out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Garza in at the 5, down low. Now here's Boucher. Lively with a block. Nice shot by Christie. Christie's gotten his first points in this one.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Now here's Pritchard. Yet to see a basket. White for 3. Davis with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Basket's good. Simon's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Thompson finds Lively. Outside Irving. And he lobs it up to going up top for Davis.
And you love how effortless Davis makes this look, rising up for an alley-oop like it's nothing.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And you think of players who heat up in a hurry, you got to include Anthony Simons, Tim.
Well, Brian, he's just a bucket getter. He can pull up from any distance and with the elevation to do a little damage inside as well.
And he makes a first. And Tim, last May, Dallas with a 1.8% chance to win the lottery. But it happened.
Incredibly, it ends up with the arrival of Cooper Flagg, which appeases a Mavs fan base that was just about in open revolt. So there's hope both now and in the future.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Daniel Gafford comes in for Lively, and Washington is subbed in for Davis.
And what an explosive finisher. Flagg's going to give us plenty of highlights in his career.
Pritchard surviving the D. It's stolen by Washington. To the inside. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. Garza's checked in for Boston.
Number 52, Luka Garza.
Celtics trail by 3. Simons outside. He goes right over Daniel Gafford and slams it down.
And that was a filthy move. No way defenses are stopping Simons when he does this.
The Mavericks have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. To the middle. That's tipped. Outside Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum with a screen. Here's Brown. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing. Good execution to getting some short-range looks here.
So it's Boston now, following the score by Dallas. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Gets the 3 ball to go. Garza's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Irving. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Celtics out in front, up 2. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Thompson and Flagg fill out the wings. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Irving in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And it's Flagg missing. Boston leading by 5. Inside, here's White. Pass to Simons. Tries again. Davis with a rebound. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And it's 6'10" with almost a 7.5-foot wingspan. Is Anthony Davis better at the 5 position, Tim?
Well, B.A., he's versatile enough certainly to handle either spot, but he's made it clear he wants to play the 4, and given his injury history, I get where he's coming from.
Here's Brown after the basket by Dallas. Pass to White, over to the left wing. Here's Brown. And it's Flagg with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Back to you, Brian.
Now to have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Irving. Out to the wing. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Here's Flagg outside. Simons with a rebound. And it's Simons with the ball for the Celtics. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
And sly move by Brown to ensure the foul. He won't pass up on a chance to draw one off you.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in for Simons. And he's good on the second.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
And he nails the third. 1.5 minutes left in the third quarter. On the wing, Davis. Over Tatum. Davis hits. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
I like when Davis knocks down those jumpers. It forces the defense to leave the paint and really spaces the court.
Pass to Keita. White on the wing, defended by Thompson. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity, and that sends Derek White to the free throw line. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. Some changes for Boston. Boucher comes in for Keita, and it's Hauser in for Brown. Oh, there's the alley, and then Russell with the dunk.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Now here's White. 5 points in the game. Boucher, left side. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third. 5 on the clock. There's Tatum with the three. Lively grabs a miss. Christie up top. He's guarded by White. Russell against Pritchard. From downtown. The shot that time not on target. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Boston out in front, leading by 5. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So the Celtics 5 right now. Filling out the wings, it's going to be Simons and Brown. Sam Hauser out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Pritchard in at the point.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And Boston pushing it up now. Outside Russell. Washington outside. No good with the triple. Boston leading by 5. Here's Brown. Can't get it to drop. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. Outside Russell. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Davis. Now Washington. He launches. That misses. Simons fires. Washington with a rebound. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Now Russell. Washington outside. Davis with a screen on Boucher. Here's Davis. And stolen by Boucher. Simons with it. He's picked up by Christie. Shoots a three. Knocks down the trifecta.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Flag comes in for Washington. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Christie. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Russell. Boston also changing it up. Keita's checked in for Boucher. Tatum comes in for Hauser. And it's White in for Pritchard. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
In the interior, Kyrie is money. He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
Irving against Simons. Now White, just 5 to shoot. The three is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Gafford. Using the glass to lay it in.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Brown outside. In the corner, Tatum. White outside. Thompson. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Cash from downtown.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Simons against Irving. Here's a pass to Tatum. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Davis against Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
I am really curious to see what he's got in store here.
So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. So a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, and play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now, time for our player of the game. And